nigga talking high, I could up that gun. Yeah, heard that nigga broke, where the fuck his funds? Yeah, 4 + 3 is fucking 7.
You want to be able to grow your own food, y'all. You don't have to go to the grocery as much as you think. Now you gotta go, yes. But some stuff, vegetables and shit, you can save a lot of money. They said find the perfect spot. Allotment gardening has enjoyed a real resurgence in recent years, but you don't have to rent out a dedicated plot right away. Or start smaller by sectioning off an area in your back garden, which everyone that has a house, you got enough for a garden. Start even smaller by picking yourself up a couple containers from your local garden center. Most fruits and vegetables have a natural season, a time in the year when the harvest will be at their most ripe and delicious. Guys, it's so goddamn easy to garden. Section off a little block on your area, put that shit into the ground, the seeds, water that shit, boom. I think that's literally what it is. You gotta water every day, literally. When they say, yo, no more food in the store, they're gonna say no more food in the store. They're not gonna say, oh, you don't got time to grow. Choose what type of fruit you want. If you're a vegetable, if you're an apples person, if you're an orange person, if you're bananas, whatever you like. Choose a suitable container for strawberry bushes. Strawberries can be grown in a variety of containers, including containers called strawberry pots that are specially designed for them. That must mean if they're pushing towards that, that must mean probably if they're already making strawberry pots that's specifically to grow them, that means a lot of people have been successful growing strawberries. If you like strawberries, I would go there first. Grow other types of fruit in large, deep containers. Like dark fruits like blueberry bushes and raspberry bushes require large, deep containers that sit on the ground. So you need a couple buckets, right? And you put that bucket, you dig your hole and you put that bucket with the soil in it into the ground. Nah, y'all. I would do both. I don't trust. You can't really sometimes trust like the internet sometimes. It may be another couple of food shortages because there's so many with the heating crisis we're going through in the country. You see in a lot of places like New York, they're going through serious flooding now. People losing their homes in New York. You see people even in Europe and China going through flooding and shit. Like everything getting hotter. So some of the bank. If you could just do your own sample size and see if you like your, because I've seen a lot of people that grew like in Europe they do that. They do a lot of that. Like they do it's like a tradition. Or on their porch. They grow oranges, they grow like cherries, they grow all that stuff themselves. Tastes good as fuck. But you gotta apply fertilizer every 2 weeks. Fertilizer must be applied to the potting fruit plants more frequently. A balanced 10-10-10 water-soluble fertilizer should be given every 2 weeks or so. Like that's one of the things where it's like, it all really depends on which ones you buy. And that's gonna take time too. You're gonna probably have to like test it out. The first time growing, it's not gonna be great, but you're doing it for long term for generations to come. Because a lot of people in New York do farmers markets. They make a lot of money doing that stuff. Farmers market, gardening, all that horsing things. They can't kind of like when you're growing this stuff, and if you start getting really big, you gotta like separate the plants so they're not getting connected to each other too much. And it's like they call it toppling over each other. Basically, like, you know how the gardeners, the farmers walking outside and they make sure they're touching the grass and shit. They just make sure their stuff is just straight and nice. So they're saying basically, there's going to be a time where, so this is basically for New Yorkers too. They say get the bucket. You get the bucket, right? Because in the winter time, you can take the bucket out of the ground, put it in the house, put it by the window, and they're still I guess that's why I said probably have to. Yeah, have to, to see if it really works. You never know, man. You never know with this stuff. But it's been a big deal growing. So especially they're seeing a lot of stuff with the viruses and stuff like that in the vaccines. You've seen a lot of places like flooding. So we city, and people lost their homes. They got hit with that big flood. They lost their homes. New York knew about that. Didn't say nothing. So they